Have you ever wondered who was the supreme god of the ancient Slavs, the ancestors of many modern nations in Eastern and Central Europe? Who was the god that they feared and respected the most, the god that they prayed to for protection, justice, and fertility? Who was the god that they swore by in their oaths and treaties, the god that they honored with sacrifices and feasts? The answer is Perun, the god of thunder and lightning, the ruler of the sky and the earth. Perun was the most powerful and important deity in the Slavic pantheon before the arrival of Christianity. His name means a thunder or a lightning bolt in many Slavic languages, and he was associated with fire, storms, rain, wind, mountains, oak trees, eagles, horses, carts, weapons, and war. He was also the god of law, order, and justice, and the protector of the sacred spaces and boundaries. He was the father of the other gods and the creator of the physical world. Perun's origins are not clear, but some scholars believe that he was derived from an ancient Indo-European god of thunder and sky, called Perquinnos, who was also the ancestor of other similar deities, such as the Norse Thor, the Baltic Perkunnas, the Celtic Tyrannes, and the Vedic Perjunya. Perun was also influenced by the Iranian and Turkic cultures that the Slavs encountered during their migrations and expansions. Perun's appearance and symbols were also varied and complex. He was often depicted as a bearded man with a golden mustache, wearing a helmet and a cloak, and holding a hammer, an axe, or a mace in his right hand and a lightning bolt in his left hand. He was also sometimes shown as a bull, a goat, a ram, or an eagle, or as a wheel, a cross, or a swastika. His sacred animal was the eagle, his sacred tree was the oak, his sacred flower was the iris, and his sacred color was red. Perun's main enemy was Veles, the god of the underworld, water, cattle, magic, and commerce. Veles was a shapeshifter who often took the form of a dragon, a snake, or a bear. He was constantly trying to steal Perun's cattle, children, or wife, and to disrupt the natural order of the world. Perun and Veles engaged in a cosmic battle every year, which was reflected in the changing seasons and weather. Perun would hurl his thunderbolts at Veles, who would hide under the earth, the water, or the clouds, and would answer with his own magic. The battle would end when Perun would defeat Veles and restore the balance and harmony of the world. Perun's worship was widespread and popular among the Slavs, who built temples, altars, and statues in his honor, especially on high places, such as hills, mountains, or mounds. They also dedicated oak groves, springs, rivers, and lakes to him, and marked the boundaries of their lands with his symbols. They offered him various sacrifices, such as animals, grains, fruits, honey, beer, or mead, and celebrated his festivals with bonfires, dances, songs, and games. They also invoked his name in their oaths and treaties, and asked for his blessing in their wars and battles. Perun's influence and legacy lasted for a long time, even after the Christianization of the Slavic lands. Many of his attributes and functions were transferred to the Christian saints, such as Saint Elijah, Saint George, Saint Nicholas, or Saint Martin, who were also associated with thunder, lightning, fire, horses, or dragons. Many of his symbols and rituals were preserved in the folk culture and traditions, such as the customs of decorating the Christmas tree, burning the Yule log, making the Easter eggs, or celebrating the summer solstice. Many of his names and epithets were also retained in the Slavic languages, such as Grom, thunder, Piorun, lightning, Perunica, iris, or Perunov den, Thursday. Perun was a fascinating and complex god who embodied the power, majesty, and beauty of the natural phenomena, as well as the values, ideals, and aspirations of the Slavic people. He was the supreme god of the Slavs, who ruled over the sky and the earth, and who still lives in the memory and imagination of many modern descendants of the Slavs. This is the end of the story of Perun. I hope you liked it and learned something new. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to get notified of my future uploads. And if you want to support my work, you can check out my Patreon page and join my awesome community of patrons. Thank you so much for your support. See you next time, when I will tell you another amazing story from the Slavic mythology. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring.